Yo, what's good everyone? I'm back with another video, and hey, this video that I posted like 9 months ago is at 13,000 views, and like I've never had an actual full video reach that amount of views. So I appreciate y'all, and like been getting a lot of DMs saying that y'all fuck with that video and that it actually helped you. So that's crazy, and I want to do like a follow-up. I want to just like sit down here, yap, no script, none of that bullshit, just straight off the dome, straight advice and shit that I noticed, maybe stuff that you guys can apply. I think the first thing is community building. I'm gonna dive into more of that. Before I talk about that, I just want to say like the music has to be there. Could make a video breaking down like how to make good music, but what do I know? Once you make good music, apply the rest of this advice that I'm about to tell you. If you don't make good music, that should be your number one focus. Anyway, so community building. What I mean by this is you have to understand you have an audience, right? Like no matter if it's 2 people, no matter if it's 100,000 people, you always have people watching you, if that makes sense. So don't be on some posting 10 times a day on your story. Y'all fuck with this, and each story post gets 10 views. You know what I mean? Like if you're at a low following, you have to figure out a way to boost the followers, and if something goes up, then you have to like take advantage of that, hop on that wave, make the most of your traction. So let's take this, there's this artist that I saw today who's on plaqueboymax's Song Wars, right? One of his snippets blew up, right? He has like 500 followers. People are kind of finding him. There's TikToks of him that are going up because obviously Max reacted to him. So what he's doing is he's posting his snippets, he's going live, taking advantage of the traction that he's already been getting, and that's important. So that for him, it makes sense for him to post hella because he has hella people on his page right now looking at him. It's really just once you get that initial buzz, you have to capitalize off of it. A lot of people so Fago, like they stop once they get the buzz, right? So he had that like knock knock, right? The TikTok shit that blew him up. And then he had Let's Lose Our Minds, whatever, and then he just took like a year to drop that tape. I think that fucked his career up because everyone was waiting on that tape. He had like 1 year of people like saying he was the next up Messiah of the underground. People were saying So Fago was better than Yeet. Fago was like a prodigy, and obviously the narrative is completely shifted about him. So I think that's directly because of him not capitalizing off of his buzz. So that's one thing. Another thing for this video, I'm not gonna make this too long, but there'll be some sauce in here, so definitely keep watching. The next thing is crafting an image for yourself. Now obviously everyone wants to craft this opium aesthetic, right? Streetwear aesthetic, cool, whatever. You can still do that. Just find like a niche beneath that, right? So take Netspin, right? He has his like badass fucking kid, like bad kid aesthetic, right? Like that's his thing. No one could take that away from him. He's kind of the only one like doing that. Some of his lyrics are a little bit questionable, but as far as like the aesthetic itself and the stuff that he does, it's not necessarily corny. Now obviously dude has money, dude has connections, so how do you do this with no money and no connections? I think it's creativity. The point is to be creative, especially with social media and shit like that. It's very hard for authenticity to always rise. It's like we're being fucking fed so much bullshit that people just want to like look at the thing that's the most flashier, the thing that's like the coolest, the thing that someone else did, you know what I mean? So it's very hard for authenticity to shine, but I think that is the way. You can't have a long-lasting career if you don't strive on authenticity, because people are always going to see through that and you'll just be another Ice Spice. But yeah, with that being said, I'm going to get into one more topic. So I think this one is pretty interesting. That is marketing. One of the most important things as an artist. If you don't know how to market yourself, then you most likely are never going to see any type of traction. People think marketing themselves as an artist means going on Instagram and posting a reel, using the right hashtags. It goes much deeper than that. It's about structuring an image for yourself, figuring out how other people will like it, right? If you don't have a lane and you don't kind of know like who you make music for, like let's say you make like a little bit of everything, it's kind of hard for you to be like in a certain lane. So you have to pick like a certain style and kind of market yourself towards a community of those people, right? So like if people say you sound like Netspin, like don't fucking copy Netspin shit. But what you can do is you can market yourself towards people who listen to Netspin, because then naturally they'll be like, oh, this dude sounds like Netspin. You won't be like a clone, but you'll kind of like blow up in the same way, if that makes sense. And you keep in mind, this is all off the fly. I'm not like doing a script or anything, because I feel like it's more fucking authentic if I'm just like talking like this. But yeah, let me know if you guys enjoyed this little segment of how to blow up as an underground artist. I want to do a little more of these, so let me know what specific topics I should cover. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.